how hectic my life today. Fuck. So they got me fucking. I was supposed to do a live shot tomorrow for the anchor the news. Oh fuck! I just realized I could not do a live shot anchoring the news. That's not physically possible. I'd literally have to sprint from the studio. Fucking, it's a nice haircut. And so I had to do a package. No fucking sources. Oh my god. Shit is fucking. I'm emailing people. Then I got fucking life coming at me 3 different ways trying to double penetrate me. But look, I want to say thank you. Need to tag this. Robert Williams III got hurt. Ant-Man got fined for homophobic slurs. There's a Jeremy Lin documentary, and we'll talk about which team's going to tank for Victor Wembanyama. But we got to start it off with a favorite segment, with a new regular segment that we ever had, and that is Jackson tries to beat me at Purtle.
Right. I have so many comments real quick. So first off, it's that intro was just the most confusing thing I've ever fucking heard. Number 2, you said nice haircut probably like the 3rd time since I've got it. And number 3, you can use as many excuses as you want. They don't always have to be logical. I know that deep down the reason for your hectic day is you're trying to dodge me in chess.
I just saw that you responded to chess. Don't think I did that, to slight you. There was no sleight of hand, okay?
No, you're just trying to. I know you're trying to save some face. I know.
Not at all.
I understand. Hey, man, I've been there before.
You suck.
Not everyone's a chess grandmaster.
No, it's not even like that. It's not even like that. You're just making shit up. No. Also, who's Lana Rhoades' baby father NBA player?
Lana Rhoades? That's a familiar name.
The porn star, you jackass. Yeah, the last time you don't know who that is.
Lana Rhoades. Who is this you're mentioning of? I think I remember actually hearing this recently. I was watching a live, and the guy is a porn star, and someone sent a super chat about Lana Rhoades, and it was something about this. So I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember. And the guy was like, "Why are you asking me? Ask her." He's Asian. I don't think it's a basketball player. She's not Asian.
It is I know she's not Kevin Asian. Durant. It's either Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, or I believe there's one more person.
No,
somebody else.
The baby father is Asian. I know for a fact.
The kid's black, bro, or mixed.
Oh, is she having another one?
No, the one that she had. The kid's like 8 months old, you jackass.
Oh, and then she's having another one, dude.
Oh, good for her, I guess. Yeah. So we are at this point. What are we talking about? What is the attack about? There's a few.
Yeah, I'm walking here.
I know. So.
Oh, I have a question before. Well, if you want to wait for some cats to get in here.
Yeah, go for it.
What's the wordy for tomorrow?
Now let's
this is why we need a timer. We need a timer, man. I think I gotta get on there. I totally forgot about that.
What, timer for each segment?
Because if we just go live 10 minutes before and it gets people in here, I totally forgot about making one. Yeah.
Oh, it did not work. I was mid-edit last night. Not really. That's still from yesterday. Dude, my life has been so hectic. I haven't even touched YouTube today.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I haven't done shit.
When are midterms right now?
Like a week or two. But
midterms make no sense, by the way, because there's 3 different sections of midterms. You'll take one midterm 3 weeks in, and then you'll take your final midterm 3 weeks before.
I know who this is.
I know who this is.
Go for it.
This is, oh my God, it's on the tip of my fucking tongue. Is this Gary Trent Jr.?
1 second.
Wait, no, it's on the tip of my fucking tongue. Oh my God.
I didn't share the screen correctly.
Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Is it Ja? No, it can't be Ja. He's too skinny. I'm going to go Gary Trent Jr. Yeah, I think that's Gary. Is his hair that long, though?
Gary Trent Jr.?
Uh-huh.
No.
Cock son of a bitch.
You want my guess? This is my first guess. I think this one's a little far reached.
No. That's wrong. Yeah. All right, let's assess. Let's assess what we have here. Okay.
DeMar?
Oh, dude, it's Dylan Brooks. It's Dylan Brooks. That is Dylan Brooks. That's who I was thinking of. Yes, I got it. I won this.
Somebody in the chat got this.
DeMille? Somebody in what chat?
Oh, no. He is 6'7".
He's in the West, bro. All right, you're done with guesses. It's my guess now. Wait, let's see it one more time. He's in the West. He's 6'7". JaVale's definitely not.
Who is it?
I need the silhouette. I need it.
You need the silhouette? You suck.
I need it. Okay.
All right, figure this out.
In the West. Yeah.
To put on the music. Yeah, figure this out. Figure this out. I'll give you a beat.
Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant doesn't have hair like this.
I know.
Okay, you ready for mine?
What's the yellow mean? It's close?
No, he's on this team.
He's on Portland? No, I thought that's what green means.
No, wait, I thought... Oh, yeah, we've never got any yellow team before. I think we got this right. Like, it's got to be Portland, right?
No, I don't think it's Portland. It's not Portland. So you do a shitty guess. Let me look at the West. It's not because he's not in the Northwest. He's not in the Northwest. I look shit up every time we do this.
What? This is all my
rule. I like that rule. That was never established, but I really like that. So
I never liked that. It was never established, but I was taking advantage of the fact that it was never established.
Okay, he's not on Portland.
Yo, what's up, Mr. 81?
Dude, yesterday's show, by the way, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We're back, baby.
We're back. We're climbing back. We
were gone for like 2 days.
All right.
What's your guess?
I'm trying to think.
We'll show the silhouette, and maybe you'll think better. He's a forward. He's a 6'7" forward in the West. Who's over 28. If it's Brandon Ingram,
oh, so close! I know who it is now.
Is it fucking Kawhi?
Yeah.
Is it really?
What's Kawhi's number? 2, right?
69. Well, it can't be him if it's 2.
Yeah, it can't be him. So is it Paul George? No. Who's got dreads on this team?
Is that's not Reggie Jackson. That's
No, it's 6'7".
No,
Someone's 6'7".
yeah.
Who's 6'7" on this team? Nicholas Batum doesn't have hair. Robert Covington.
Yeah, fuck. Okay. I hate how that was like the longest one we've done.
I know.
So far. I don't like it.
That was good process of analysis. I guess yellow means former team.
Oh. So did he used to be 6'8"?
No.
I feel like yellow means you're close. Because look, 6'6" is yellow. Did he used to be 6'6"? Technically.
I don't know, man. All right, but I actually did want to talk about which is the worst team in the NBA. Which team will get the man
really like
that I'm about? What?
When I saw the title, I really liked that. Thought it was intriguing.
Yeah, worst team in the NBA.
The worst team in the NBA, I think. Are we going roster or just? I think the worst roster is the Houston Rockets, as far as just on paper goes.
Okay.
But I don't think Houston's the worst team in the league. I think wholeheartedly it's gonna be Indiana, but on paper they're not the worst team in the league either. But are they? I think
I thought, dude, Indiana was my guess too. I can't believe you said Indiana.
You know what? Yeah, it might be Indiana, which I think is kind of doggy for them. I'm rooting for them. I know they're like a diehard state. I love how
Indiana's the basketball state.
Yeah, I love how much they get into it. And I would love for like the Pacers to get like Paul George, Roy Hibbert, Danny Granger. That's George Hill, like that David West. That team was so freaking cool. They were so fun in 2K. You got Lance Stevenson off the bench.
That is very true.
But it might be Indiana. It's gonna be between Indiana, Detroit, Houston.
I think Detroit's gonna be better.
No, I agree. I just think I think you have to. Like I think it has to be. You know what I'm saying?
You think Oklahoma City?
It's just for me. I think that they have more star power, but you might be right. I think it might be Thunder or Indiana. Those are your guesses? It could also easily be San Antonio.
Dude, I've never wanted San Antonio to win the draft so bad like they could this year.
That would be very cool.
It would be extremely cool. If this man, Victor Wembanyama, they've only won the first overall pick twice. Guess who their first overall picks in their history were? David Robinson, the Admiral. Then another man, the greatest, arguably the greatest power forward. The greatest power forward in my mind is Kevin Garnett, but one of the greatest front court players of all time in Tim Duncan. Could their third number one overall pick be the Frenchman? Guess what club he played for last year? Guess who's it owned by?
Retreat United.
No,
Republic of Retreating.
ASEVL, which is owned by Tony Parker.
Wow.
He left there to get more.
Some shit.
Yeah. He left to go to a different team to get more playing time because he's playing more of like a reserve role. But again,
that's what these teams want to do. Like with Kai Soto, I feel like these guys are trying to limit them so that they can keep them.
I guess. Like, look, supposedly Victor Wembanyama, he was in the news earlier because he was talking about, I believe it was a back or a neck injury. So he's an injury history. Victor Wembanyama believes he should be the number one pick, not worried about his injury history. The most interesting thing is always to find an organization that will take care of the project and the player. So it's better to be the second, third, or 20th in the draft if you have a better career afterward. He explained. I don't know if it's pride. I have a part of me that says there should be no one in front of me. That was Victor Wembanyama.
There really shouldn't, dude.
And like, look at this. One of the few questions that still remains about Wembanyama is his stature. Okay, he stands at what, 7'3"? I've heard he's tall.
7'6". I guarantee you, he's at least 7'5".
He's supposedly 2.2 meters, which is 7'3", about 7'3".
Yeah, no way. Okay. He's taller.
And
I think he's 7'6".
But the thing is he only weighs 100 kilograms, which is
so European.
220 pounds. He's a bit heavier than Chet, but I honestly don't have much of a worry because Victor's frame looks more like Rudy's, while Chet's look more like Poku. I think Victor looks like he has a body that could take on more weight.
He can put on some weight. He almost is like a Giannis didn't have that skinny legs.
Look at Rudy Gobert's first few years. I
like that.
Look at this. Let's go rookie Rudy Gobert. Okay, if we pull up a rookie picture of Rudy Gobert, my shit want to fucking load. There we go.
2K.
I know the 2K one's pretty funny, but Rudy's kind of started.
He's got some arms.
He had some arms. He was a little bit bigger.
We are talking about Vic in a year from now.
But the shoulders were kind of the same.
Okay.
You could get
a little bit bigger, but I see it.
Maybe this is a better here.
Okay. Yeah.
He looks
a little bit bigger, but yeah.
He is bigger. Victor Wembanyama is not as big as Rudy, but I think his frame is closer to Rudy's than Chet Holmgren is,
Okay.
If we had to compare the two, I think I could see his arm, already, like, dude, we have to agree, like, Chet Holmgren's arms are like half of this. It feels like. I feel like Chet, like, even though Victor Wembanyama, I'll admit, skinny guy, but like, what's Chet at? Chet's at
215 out of the draft, I believe.
And I feel like
him 220.
190, bro.
You're right. I think I'm thinking of Evan.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. He's 30 pounds heavier. I'm not worried.
I know you've seen Vic play, but if you're ever just looking to be amazed, like just do a little dive on him just for shits and gigs because, bro, like I think he was sub 30 last year or this year. He was sub 30 in his last, like he's sub 33. Bro, this guy will Steph Curry it.
He's Rudy Gobert mixed with Kristaps Porzingis, and I don't know who else would have that like mobility. Giannis.
I don't think we've ever seen this mobility before ever.
Except
Dude, this guy will pull it from the logo. Once he gets his legs, once he gets over. That weight, those threes are going in. This guy
Bruno got waived.
Wow, that's shitty.
Can we get a moment of silence?
He shoots over everybody, but the thing about Vic is his ball handling is something I have never seen. Well, I haven't seen any 7-6ers, but dude, this guy has a crossover and he gets so freaking low and he can distort his body in just ways I've never seen a player of his stature be anywhere near it. He will do a little crossover and he will get so low and he will get some separation and it's crazy. It really is crazy. I think really all he needs, just more playing time, more reps, but just more weight. That's really all he needs, and he'll get there. So I think Vic, Scoot's good. I think the top four are looking nice. We're looking at some franchise guys here. But with Vic, you're looking at like franchise-altering player. Like we're talking craziness. And it'll be a longevity thing with Vic, in my opinion. Because when you're 7'6", you're going to have knee issues. You're going to have issues with lower body.
Yeah,
you're 7'6". So that's my thing with Vic is how long is it going to go? I don't think it'll be that long, unfortunately. But what's up, Derpy? I think even if he has a Yao Ming, I mean, it's actually unreal how he's 7'6". It's just when I watch this dude play, I'm in awe. Even when he misses, even his misses it's just crazy.
No, I agree. Everything he does, like in terms, like first off, Victor Wembanyama, we've never, like you've said before, we've never seen a guy who basically can do what Victor does. And even with the ball handling thing and him pulling up from the logo, guys this big typically have problems shooting. Because I don't know if you remember when Taco Fall came out, Taco Fall explained the reason why he's such a horrendous free throw shooter is that his hands are so big that he said, if you want a comparison, Taco Fall says shooting a basketball for me is like a normal person shooting a volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine playing basketball.
Even go smaller with like a baseball or tennis ball.
No, but imagine you went out and you just tried shooting 3-pointers and shit with a volleyball. That shit's gonna be hard.
It's
and and imagine doing that also. Like it's already like kind of weird playing with a woman's size basketball or with a small ball out.
It's like going to rec and it's a packed night. And all the balls are being used, and you find a volleyball or just like a women's ball, and you're just a women's ball. I have smaller hands, or I don't have like that small hands for a 5'9".
You can't palm a basketball.
I can palm a ball with my right hand, but I think palming is also grip strength, forearms.
Yeah, I agree. Because like if you're small and you can stick your hands between the thing, like the ridges, and then
exactly, like
pinch it, basically.
What you see with like MJ, it's just
I can't do that.
Like Kobe,
I can't.
LeBron, if you have that ability, Kawhi,
I always wanted to do this. I can't do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Like,
I can do it for maybe like 2 seconds.
Seconds, yeah, and then I'll lose the ball. But I've always wanted to be able to be one of those guys where you get the ball at the top of the key, and before you dribble, you just put the ball behind you, and you like
subtle flex.
Yeah, but it's such a good move because you can do 3 things now. You can shoot, you can pass, or you can dribble. But it's a triple threat move because you put it there, or if you put it like palm it between your legs like that while being in a position like this, because now you can just easily pull up. Now you can just palm it and dish it like that, or dish it that way. Or now you can just switch hands or drive real quick. It's a triple threat. That's what MJ explained why you palm basketballs. I read way too much. But
good problem to have. I saw the funny. I'm actually gonna send you this meme that I saw yesterday right now. Actually, I thought it was so funny. You have a dodgeball tournament?
I have a dodgeball tournament after the show at 6 o'clock.
It's actually sick as hell.
Yeah, you jealous, pussy?
No, but it's cool. Look at that meme I just sent you.
What'd you send me?
I don't know if you can like relate to that or find humor in it.
I'm both though.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just like I just think it's funny.
Dude, no, people who write are literally so like that. My boy Luke texted me. He's like, Victor, he's like, your boy Bruno just got waived. All right, let's go. Can we get? So this
is
actually
Slim 5 in honor of him.
A Slim 5.
It's capicola, salami, and provolone.
So guess who the Celtics are interested in signing?
Not this fucker.
There's a man in town, and the boys want him.
Abort mission. Just 3 Lamar.
I know. I'm trying to get. I just want the one Lamar.
Make it stop. Don't look into his eyes for too long. This is the start to a really weird basketball Netflix movie.
Did you think LaMarcus Aldridge could get weirder?
Whoa, if they got Kemba and LaMarcus. Did you see what the owner said of the Celtics?
What, that he's racist?
He's like, we're not that good. Like, we're overrated right now. We have a good team. Like, we got a quality team. We're overrated right now. And I liked that a lot.
Okay. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about owners.
Boston
Owners
Celtics,
can suck dicks.
They had a pretty easy run to the finals.
So the Kansas Jayhawks.
If there's anything. They need any handout they can get, but.
Who, the Celtics?
The Kansas Jayhawks.
Bro, tell us when you get an ad. Dude, we had 23 votes. 23 fucking votes. We're about to be ranked.
It's like for some reason. I'm talking basketball. It's like for some reason they're like always a 1 seed and they're always like they're playing these shitters like Arizona. Like they'll play like a team like that sucks like Arizona in the Elite 8, and it's like or Villanova. I know how good Villanova is. It's just boring basketball.
You're just sad that you went to 2 schools that suck at sports.
My freshman year, we made it to the Final Four. We made it to the Sweet 16.
Oh, you were there. You were at the second semester. Yeah, but like that's just because. And like, what'd you do? You lost to Michigan. You lost me $200. Okay, $200 writing on that game. You had a 7-point lead with 2 minutes left in the goddamn game. Yeah. Had a money line bet. First bet I ever made.
Oh, man, I cannot believe it. Oh. That was such a brutal dude. I remember that thinking like, oh, there might be a chance we make
Jordan Poole was on that Michigan team.
Yep. Mo Wagner,
yeah. But we're talking LaMarcus Aldridge. Because fuck.
Why?
Because first off, shout out Bruno Caboclo, the man who we thought could make some impact.
They really fucked that up. Yeah, I think they really fucked that up.
So according to Cameron Tabatabi, Woj, Adrian Wojnarowski suggests that Dwight Howard and LaMarcus Aldridge could be names to keep an eye on for the Celtics, as Boston showed a little interest on LaMarcus Aldridge this summer after it was announced that Robert Williams III will be missing some time due to he had a meniscus injury, and he had meniscus surgery, and I guess he had another surgery because he played through an injury, which is absurd because Robert Williams.
It's like Triple J. It's like if you stay healthy, you will be an all-star.
Why do all the best shot blockers come out of a Texas school?
Shot blocking you, baby.
No, he went to T&M.
Yeah, shot blocking you or shot blocking U State.
Yeah, shot blocking U State. Yeah, but yeah, he played a career high 61 games this year. And what's unreal is he's a career 72, almost a 73% field goal shooter.
Yeah, he's freaking elite.
Yeah, he averaged basically 10 and 10 this year, 2 assists, a steal, and 2.2 blocks a game. Now, LaMarcus Aldridge, I would love to see Dwight Howard in a Celtics. You know, I'm like laughing and coughing.
Can Rob Pelinka, if you're watching this, can you just sign Dwight and Melo already? What is the wait?
I'll be fine with Dwight. I'll be fine with Dwight, but Melo, I don't know, man. I think LaMarcus Aldridge, I heard the other day he was to retire. Now we're hearing that he's a name that the Celtics are keeping an eye on.
It's just been this lame, boring crap for like 3 years now. And I've had my fun. I thought LaMarcus Aldridge going to the Brooklyn Nets when that happened was crazy.
He was unreal before he retired.
I thought it was crazy.
In 5 games, he was dominating, bro. Even this past year, he wasn't that bad. 55% from the field, 31 from 3, 5.5 rebounds, 13 points, an assist a game, a block a game.
Yeah, if I'm Boston, I'm taking what I can get at this point.
Like, he's still going to give you shooting. And when he's playing well, like even in 27 games in 2020, he basically shot like 48% from the field, like 38% from 3, averaged 5 rebounds, like 2 assists, about 2 blocks a game, and was averaging like literally 13, 14 points a night in 25 minutes, I think, if he combined his Spurs and Nets games. I mean, he's not bad. I mean, honestly, I think LaMarcus Aldridge helps him out more than, say, Carmelo Anthony or even Dwight Howard. I mean, I know he's 37 with a heart problem that's allegedly fixed, but I don't know. What do you think?
I'll take what I can get if I'm Boston. I think he's a good veteran presence to have. For a team that needs it, I just don't recommend a team like Brooklyn or Los Angeles were to do this, but with what Boston is looking at right now with the Gallinari injury and just in general, even if Gallinari didn't get injured.
Yeah, I wonder if Gallinari could make a run back for the regular season. Like, not regular season, playoffs, my apologies.
I would imagine with technology now.
I know, but it's he tore his ACL and meniscus. Meniscus itself is like 3 to 4 months. ACL, I mean, unless Adrian Peterson it, but it seems like as of late, teams are going the slow route.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see with Ingles. Get kind of idea, maybe.
Ingles?
Mm-hmm.
He's on the Bucks.
I know, but he tore his ACL.
Yeah, but he tore his ACL like what, in January, December?
Yes, yeah, maybe it'll just give us a little bit of a picture. I'm not.
Well, let's think about this. James Wiseman, did he tear his ACL or just the meniscus? I mean, he took 18 months.
I think I mean, he's lottery pick.
Yeah.
321.
I mean, yeah. Fuck Gallinari's long-term health.
I don't think he'd rush it. I don't think he'll be back.
Yeah. All right. So next up, what do we have on the list right here? I just think it's a weird situation. Also, the one and done rule is supposedly not going to come into effect for like many years.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. So we'll talk about this one real quick. It's really not that important, but Ant-Man got fined like 40 G's.
Oh no.
I know.
What will he do?
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. It's really not a topic to talk about, but no. Did he do something wrong? Yeah, I get. You probably shouldn't post gay slurs. You saying gay?
Yeah. Probably not.
Yeah, it's not. It's not recommended. I'm just saying. I wouldn't. I wouldn't tell people. Like if. What?
I was gonna talk to Lynn.
Over talking Jeremy Lin?
Well, I just thought I tweeted it on the NBA show, and I was curious if you were gonna not be a fan of it. But there's this big YouTuber who tweeted out. I'm getting a call. There's this big YouTuber that tweeted that like they're making a documentary of 2 weeks of basketball, and I'm like, do you what? Tell me you weren't a part of Linsanity without telling me you weren't a part of Linsanity.
Cody Zeller signed with the Utah Jazz, but
it's over. What? Cody Zeller?
They need some big man depth. Udoka Azubuike needs some backups.
Go sign Cameron Krutwig from Europe before I'd sign.
Cameron Krutwig's a bum who's going to lose this.
You know what would be crazy is Cody Zeller could be anywhere between 28 and 33. He could be anywhere between.
Okay, so we're going to go back. Were you part of Linsanity? I thought Linsanity was cool.
It was freaking awesome, and it didn't last 2 weeks, and he's 29.
It did what? It was fucking... He's like 32.
He's 29. Of course he's 29.
He's 32.
How that make Cody Zeller is 29 years old.
Jeremy Lin is 34.
Oh yeah,
We're not talking about Cody Zeller. We're talking about Jeremy Lin. I was just letting you know about Cody Zeller.
I just don't know how you can look at a career 12-4 player as 2 weeks of basketball.
So
Linsanity had, first off, 35 games with the New York Knicks, but he got signed by Houston and played and started in every game the next season. Jeremy Lin had a very successful NBA career to me.
All right, so let's put it like this. So I've seen a lot of like white and black people say on Twitter that like the reason why they think this documentary is stupid is because if this was a black basketball player, a white basketball player, there wouldn't be a documentary. It's just 2 weeks of basketball. And then the responses from like the woke people and like just people in general, and I agree with this take, is that like regardless of that he's not white or black, the thing is he took over and the media went crazy because he was an Asian American basketball player, and he people don't realize how much he inspired, Asian Americans. Exactly. And that's why there's a documentary. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I believe. Like yes, I will understand the hate that some people are giving the fact that he got a documentary for just 2 weeks of basketball when like if it was any other white or black player wouldn't have been a big deal. But people don't realize like Linsanity, like when I go to a rec, there's so many Asian basketball players who like Linsanity led to China wanting the NBA to be shown and like the game growing overseas and like, inspired plenty of Asian basketball players that, that they can make it to the league.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why you're giving shit over it. It was a cool story. Don't get me wrong. I didn't sit here and go like, oh my God, Jeremy Lin's going to be a fucking superstar. Oh my God, we got to be sitting here like Jeremy Lin's stock is all the way up. No, I was just like, he had a good run, Also, I was like 13,
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought it was cool, but you knew it was just a good run. You knew it wasn't going to last for fucking forever.
I think that this is a very big storyline for Asian Americans and New York Knicks basketball fans. That Jeremy Lin in his rookie season played 29 games, averaged 10 minutes a night. So when he comes on to the Carmelo-less New York Knicks and just kind of takes over, he drops 38 against the Los Angeles Lakers. He sinks a game winner against the Toronto Raptors. It's not just 2 weeks of good basketball. And it's not just an Asian American player taking over. It's
more. It's like people. What?
It's a young storyline it gives hope for everybody.
It's an underdog.
Young basketball. Exactly. It's a player nobody knew. It's a player nobody cared about. Comes onto a very historic and successful basketball franchise.
You're forgetting the best part about it is that this is a kid who went to Harvard, okay? An Ivy League kid. The people forget Jeremy Lin is probably one of the smartest fucking humans in the world. He's a fucking Harvard graduate. And then he goes to the Golden State Warriors, did he play the whole season as like on their G League team? He was in with the Warriors organization his first season, where he was stoked because people forget that he's from California. The Golden State Warriors are his team, and if you guys don't know this, San Francisco has and just California in general has a really large Asian American population. Like it's the largest demographic of Asian Americans, and like this, like you said, it was an underdog story, undrafted. Goes from basically barely being in the D League to being a call-up who after, I believe, the Jeremy Lin story right here, we'll read how he ended up on the court, how this all started. Because also people forget that Harvard set numerous programs, including wins, non-conference wins, home wins. Lin also finished his career as the first player in Ivy League history to record 1,400 points, 450 rebounds, 400 assists, 200 steals, and he graduated with a degree in economics with a 3.1 grade point average in 2010, okay? And he played with the Warriors in the Summer League. He basically spent that whole season on the Warriors, and the Warriors saw Lin as a potential backup for Curry, and Lake Gubb said the team received more than one trade offer for Lin while he was in the D-League, adding, he's a minimum inexpensive asset. You need to look at him as a developing asset. He's going to be a superstar? No, okay? And rookie season average, 2.6 points on 38% shooting in 29 games. And he actually injured his patellar ligament in his knee while training, okay? And he played a few games for the Chinese Basketball Association for the Donggon Leopards, where he was the MVP of the tournament. And then he came back, worked on his jump shot during the offseason, abandoning the form he had used since the 8th grade. He also increased his strength, doubled the weight he squatted from 110 pounds to 231 pounds, almost tripled the number of pull-ups he could do from 12 to 30, increased his body weight from 200 to 212, including 15 pounds of muscle, added 3.5 inches to his standing vertical, 6 inches to his vertical jump, and improved his lateral quickness by 32%. Due to the lockout, he never got a chance to show, what he could be made of for the new coach, Mark Jackson, as they waived him so the Warriors could make an offer to restricted free agent DeAndre Jordan. And the Houston Rockets claimed him off of waivers, and then they waived him after he played 7 minutes in 2 preseason games, as they already had Kyle Lowry, Goran Dragic, and Johnny Flynn. And they waived him so they could get Samuel Dalembert. And then after the New York Knicks waived Chauncey Billups for cap space to sign Tyson Chandler. And after an injury to Iman Shumpert, the team claimed Lit off of waivers to back up Tony Douglas and Mike Beebe. And recently signed guard Baron Davis had been injured and was weeks away from playing. And because of the lockout, coaches had little opportunity to see Lin play and put him as the 4th point guard on the depth chart. Mm-hmm. And he was competing for just a 15th spot, saying that he was the 12th or 15th guy off the bench. He continued to arrive first at practice and leave last, intensely studying film, working with coaches to prove his footwork and judgment. And Lin made his season debut on the road against the Warriors, where he got cheers. But this is where it all went down, okay?
He averaged 6 minutes a game before he started playing. I believe they lost 10 straight games, and he comes in, wins 7 straight games. I just think anybody who thinks this doesn't deserve what he's getting is just an absolute idiot.
So this is where Lin's sanity started. So after he was there, they assigned him the Knicks in January to the D League. And in 2 games, the first game on January 20th, he drops a triple-double, 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. Okay. And then 3 days later, he's recalled and was fearful of being cut again, that he asked a chaplain at a pregame prayer service to pray for him. And Baron Davis postponed his debut for the Knicks due to an elbow infection and back pain. Contemplating signing another player, the Knicks were considering releasing Lin. However, after New York squandered a 4th quarter lead in February 3rd in a loss to the Boston Celtics, coach Mike D'Antoni, in desperation according to experts, decided to give Lin a chance to play. He got lucky because we were playing so bad. Three point guards had failed to run D'Antoni's offense, and fans demanded to fire him. Lin had only played 55 minutes through the Knicks' first 23 games, and the Knicks had lost 11 of the last 13 games. However, he unexpectedly led a Knicks resurgence, and he dropped on February 4th against the Nets and all-star guard Deron Williams, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and a 92-99 win for the Knicks. And that went on to lead, what was it? A fucking
start. It was like 6 straight 20-point games. The energy in Madison Square Garden, the energy in New York, it's just something you can't really process unless you see it or experienced it. I think even just, I know we were younger, but I think that was when I was like not first getting into basketball, but that's when I was a couple years into watching basketball. And this is something, when Jeremy Lin was playing basketball, this is before streamies. People got to remember, even all the way back to like 80s, 90s, early thousands, you are watching what's on your TV.
What was on cable.
When Jeremy Lin was doing what he was doing and he was resurging this recent horrible New York Knicks team, they're all televised. And when he drops 38 points against the Los Angeles Lakers with Kobe Bryant, these are games you are watching. I have no personal connection to the city of New York or the state of New York or the New York Knicks in any way, shape, or form. And these are games you are not missing. There's an energy when you're watching these games live where it's like you see Jeremy Lin drop 38 points against the Lakers, and it's like that might be the best game I've ever seen from a single player. But like I said, I'm only a couple years into watching it. It's just the energy. It's something you can't really it can't be redone. You can't look over it again. You can't just like watch one game of Jeremy Lin highlights and be like, you have to watch the full rise. And I think that's what this documentary will perfectly capture, is the energy and the emotion with not only Jeremy Lin, but what he did for, the city of New York, or city of New York City, the franchise of the New York Knicks, for Asian Americans, for underdog basketball players. It was just such a truly great time that I think all basketball enjoyers can look back on and come to a agreement like that was awesome. And I think that tweet that I saw in specific for somebody who had like 200K big time YouTuber saying something like that, I think is completely idiotic. And I cannot believe it. It shows me you weren't a part of it. That's all it is. Jeremy, and especially for younger kids right now, Jeremy Lin is something where it's like you hear these stories of, you try and see what you can see, and it's like this tale almost. This, I don't know if you can think of the word I'm looking for.
It's almost like like we said, is underdog, inspirational story. Like you could literally take the Jeremy Lin story and make it a movie and people would buy and go through it. Like, why do you think people love fucking Kurt Warner? Why did you think I went and saw the Kurt Warner movie in theaters with my best friend? Okay. Like December last year, I bought I didn't buy my friend's ticket, but I like convinced everyone ditched us. I got like a six guys to go, but then all 4 guys bailed, and my like best friend since like we were 15, he came with me, and him and I just sat there, ate popcorn, drank a few beers, watched Kurt Warner. Like, it was an okay movie, but like Jeremy Lin, what is the same thing? We love Kurt Warner because he was bagging groceries. Then he fucking broke every arena football record and set every arena football. And then first year ever, Trent Green blows out his knee and he wins the MVP, Kurt Warner, and leads them to a Super Bowl ring.
It's one of the craziest NFL stories of all time.
Yeah. And Kurt Warner, okay, Jeremy Lin is like it's an underdog story that like the sudden ascendance is what it is. And that 12 starts before the All-Star break, Lin averaged 22.5 points and 8.7 assists, leading New York to a 9-3 record. He played in the Rising Star Challenge, okay? And USA Today, Los Angeles Times, CBS Sports said that he should have been an All-Star. And in March, the Knicks replaced D'Antoni with Coach Mike Woodson. I don't know if you remember this, who ended up running a different, like more isolation, less pick and rolls.
Lit it up 18-6.
Yeah, but like he actually didn't play as well because Lin was better suited for Mike D'Antoni's pick and roll heavy offense. But in a game against the Pistons on March 24th, he complained about a sore knee, and it revealed a small meniscus tear in his left knee. And Lin opted to have knee surgery and miss the remainder of the regular season. And he averaged 18.5 points, 7.6 assists during his 26 games as an every game player. And he finished 6th
in voting for most improved. And it's crazy to think about the fact that even though he had that success, people were still uncertain about his overall standing among the league's overall point guards because people still believe he was a bench player. And Mike D'Antoni said in July 2016 that he recalled some players on the Knicks resented Lin during the Linsanity period, an account that was corroborated by Lin's former Knicks teammate, Amari Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire said that, like there was real resentment, and it was, it was coming from not only like his players, but like Carmelo Anthony was throwing shade. Like people didn't like it. Because they didn't like because Amari gets hurt. They moved Melo to power forward because they had to, and that's okay because it's okay with Melo because Amari wasn't there, and they exploded. And it's like, oh man, I resigned 2 weeks too early. Then we could have overcame our problems, like
a salty old man. I don't like that at all. And also, keep in mind this was the year of the lockout, weird year, and probably experience that soon, and it's just everything is going to be different. Keep in mind who'd they play round one?
I don't know who.
2012 Miami Heat.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Was 2000?
I think if the Miami Heat didn't exist, and I throw in the Boston Celtics, Boston actually almost took them down in the conference finals in 7 games. But like, if the New York Knicks were to even just make the finals, this would not be. Right, if Jeremy Lin, if this New York Knicks team won the NBA Finals, not a single soul would be like, this doesn't deserve something.
When was the last time a New York Knicks team won the NBA Finals? Fucking pussy. Last time they won, wasn't it against the Spurs in like 96 where Patrick Ewing lost, or was that against the Bulls? Wait, no. It wouldn't have been against the Bulls. Wasn't it against... The last time they went to a finals was with, like, you remember it's with that Starks guy in Houston? They had Houston.
1999.
Yeah, it was like Houston, Starks, Ewing was on that team, and they lost to who? The Spurs in 99? Because I think it was Tim Duncan and the Admiral led the Spurs. I think that's how Tim Duncan won his first title that year. Or it might have been the Lakers.
Yep, you're right.
It's the Spurs?
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I mean... Fuck, man. Like, how do we even get onto the Spurs whole thing? Yeah, so the Knicks. Okay, yeah, the Knicks, they have it. Why are they a poverty franchise? Like, if you take out the fact that like they are the mecca of basketball, Madison Square Garden, they had Amari Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony in their fucking primes and didn't do did not win. Like, can we agree that like the New York Knicks wasted, Amari Stoudemire? And I know Amari Stoudemire was like going down or but they really wasted Carmelo Anthony.
They haven't won 2 rounds. They haven't gotten past the first round of the playoffs since 2000.
That's crazy.
So I think it's more recent. You could go all the way back to, we'll look at first 3 years of NBA. They made the finals all 3 years. They went through a little drought. Then early 70s, they kind of ran that ship. Early 90s, all of the 90s, they were a pretty solid team and lost in 1994. And I wouldn't call them poverty at all, but I wouldn't say they should be a lot more. There's no excuse for the New York Knicks for 22 years to not make it past the first round of the playoffs. There's no excuse for that. You're the New York Knicks. And it's a crazy, unfathomable stat to me.
I just think it's crazy to think about that Amari Stoudemire went from averaging in his first season with the Knicks 25.3 points. Like, basically, he was – I know his knees literally just gave out on him, but we only got one good year of Amari Stoudemire being, like, the true player. But imagine a prime Amari Stoudemire. Like, Carmelo – I honestly think they wasted Carmelo Anthony. We all agree Carmelo should have left. What was it, in 2015 he could have joined Dwayne Wade? And
he could have gone to Chicago, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was it 2015? He could have joined Dwayne Wade, and it was.
Oh, are you saying with Rondo and?
Yeah, Dwayne Wade, Rondo, and Jimmy Butler.
That was 2017.
2015.
He should have. What They weren't. It was my senior year when Rondo and Wade came over. He should have gone with. He should have gone to Chicago probably with LeBron. Is actually in what is that 2010?
So in 2014 it was in 2014.
Okay, that's right. I was in high school.
So on June 23rd, 2014, Anthony informed the Knicks that he would opt out of his contract and become a free agent. And remember, we had like 2 weeks where we were like, holy fuck, Carmelo's a unrestricted free agent. And then he fucked us. And on July 13th, he re-signed with the Knicks on a 5-year deal. But I think that was it. It was in 2014 because who was it would have been D Rose, Jimmy Butler, because the whole thing was if Melo joins the Bulls, they would have probably kept Joakim Noah and D Rose and Jimmy, and then oh my god, he should have
because that was the final year with LeBron in Miami. That was when LeBron was a free agent as well, and he went back home.
Yeah, and wasn't there rumors
so the
of
Heat
maybe
dismantled?
Yeah, and the Heat dismantled, and weren't the Bulls in the running for LeBron? I bet you if Melo.
That's what I'm saying is Carmelo probably should have gone to Chicago with LeBron James in 2014.
And Melo, I know the year, so before the season before he opted out, he was averaging 27.5. And then the season after he resigned, he averaged 24. Then the following year, 21. Then the following year, 22. So you would have still gotten 3 years of Melo before he fell off to the Oklahoma City numbers, which were 16. But one could argue Carmelo didn't start to really fall off. I don't even know. Like, I think Carmelo would have had at least 3 more years. I think if he had stayed on a team like the Bulls, I think Carmelo career ending would have changed. I think it was just people didn't like Carmelo.
I don't think that I honestly don't really think Melo's fallen off ever. At 30,
the league changed.
You're averaging 13. Yeah, league changed, and he had to become a role player.
Yeah,
but he was still a very serviceable role player.
It's just that, so his brand of style was ISO ball, but once he lost the athleticism, his brand of ISO ball didn't work in the NBA anymore.
Had to become a true shooter.
Had to become a true shooter, and like you said, become a role player because it's one thing when Bradley Beal, Jason Tatum, those guys, even LeBron want to call an ISO because they have the athleticism, they have the play style that they can cook it.
Yeah.
But Melo, once he lost that athleticism, he became a guy who kind of like to do some post moves, back down some guys, throw his weight around, and that wasn't working because you don't shoot mid ranges anymore, and that was kind of. And you only shoot mid ranges if you're fucking DeMar DeRozan, because DeMar DeRozan and a few other players in the league, and like Chris Paul, DeMar, those were really the only guys that a coach will be like, take as many mid range jumpers as you want, because they take so many mid range jumpers that they're efficient at it. Where it's just like, while when you're watching Melo, even LeBron doesn't really take as many mid range jumpers anymore, because LeBron now either takes a long ass three, takes 2 or 3 bad threes, but takes 10 threes overall, and then he just drives and dunks everything or lays up everything else. We don't really see the LeBron where, unless it's playoff time, he's trying to put the team on the back. He doesn't really do the post, gets in between the 3-point line and the paint and does a fade. He doesn't do that as much anymore. You remember that used to be
3. Yeah, the move's now 3.
Yeah, it's not a 3 exactly. It's what's more efficient, a dunk / layup or a 3 or a mid-range jumper fadeaway. Only a few players in the NBA, DeMar DeRozan, I think DeMar DeRozan. You remember seeing those NBA playoff videos where DeMar DeRozan with eyes closed, hand in his face, swishing mid-range shots. They would slow it down. They're like, this is just good defense, but better offense. It'd be like DeMar DeRozan like this. And swishing. Doing that. Yeah. And he's still doing that. And there's literally he's
also a little younger.
Yeah, but there's still very few NBA players in the league that shoot that efficiently at 2-pointers because most people
even look at Russ. That used to be Russ's move. The mid-range.
But that's another reason why Russ actually hasn't really fallen off too much athletically. It's just the league has changed where Russ is like Melo, where the league changed in Russ's
2014. Keep him, 2014 when Melo re-signs with the Knicks, what starts in 2014-2015 season?
I just realized, the Warriors.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's just and then it became from trying to beat LeBron James, it became all right, now we have to beat the Golden State Warriors, and you're building teams around that. Instead of building a team to beat LeBron James, you're building a team to beat Golden State Warriors, which is what LeBron James did.
Well, people forget that they traded DeMar DeRozan, the Raptors, because what was it, like 6 years in a row they lost to LeBron in like the conference finals of these, like, and Toronto was just like, we can't get it done. Like, we love DeMar DeRozan, but we couldn't get it done. Kawhi Leonard became available, and they went out and got themselves Kawhi.
Dude, I remember when like Kawhi. You remember like the flight tracker, like Kawhi's private jet, like.
There was
that off season where it's like there would be like flight trackers on Kawhi's jet, like going to Toronto, going back home. Like that was a very fun time too.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he didn't resign. But they got the chip, so
they did get the chip. I think at the end, worth it. I mean, they really didn't give up too much. I mean, like, was it worth a championship? Of course.
And they bounced back, and they're about to get right back there too.
Oh yeah, quickest rebuild ever. So what's your plan for the rest of the day?
There's not a single fucking soul in here.
No, it's been a rough episode.
I had a lot of fun in this episode. I bet this is going to be a good. This one will be. I predict 500 views.
Yeah, this will be a good one. I think and even the clips we'll do, if we upload a Jeremy Lin documentary reaction, that could be something because that's been.
There's a bunch of clips in this video.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge, we gave a good Victor Wembanyama. We gave
Spurs worst team.
Spurs worst team. We said Spurs and Pacers.
I meant like Spurs talking before worst team talking.
Yeah, so we're good on that front. Damn. No, so
let me know a plan for tomorrow. I don't leave till Saturday actually, so I'm here all week, and my flight's at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, so I'm here.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit up some people, see if anyone can co-host. Worst comes to worst, we'll have to do the night. But I mean, also
I can solo it.
You can, if you want to solo it, go for it. I was gonna also say
polarizing.
Go for it. Also, I was gonna say ask your friend Arjun.
Oh my god, you're right.
Like,
genius.
Yeah, ask Arjun. Have him come on. I'm cool with that. He said he knows hoops, so that's there. I can also ask some other people, but yeah, that's what I was gonna think. Just if you'll just solo it, and if not, you'll have Arjun on, I guess.
Yep. If I solo it and it's not working, 30-minute I'll probably open it up regardless if anyone's watching and wants to pop in. It'll be fun.
Yeah, no.
I used to live stream every single my rookie season. I lost rookie of the year to Motown, but I streamed every Rockets game for 60 of them or something. So
were you just was your first year doing YouTube the same year as Motown Noah?
I actually don't think so. I think he was the year after that.
So no, but yeah, no, I'll set it up for you. So all you have to do is jump in, and if it is going shit or whatever, whenever I do a solo, I try to just get 30 minutes in.
Yeah, I think if I might clip, if it's going bad, I might just clip. I might do Warriors, Lakers, Rockets, Pistons, Knicks. I might just, talk big picture so I can try and get us to monetization because we're almost there, baby.
I know, and then we don't have to pay for StreamYard, and basically the good thing about that is we can figure out how to first off, I'll help pay off. Well, dude, I need to send you the email, the presentation that Berkey made. So Berkey,
it looks sexy.
We'll actually run through it right now.
Or what you sent me was sexy.
So Gmail, let me go over here and pull it up. Give me un momento.
You don't get this on Undisputed, folks.
All right, so
I hope people watch the ends. I hope people watch these through and they just love it.
So do I. All right, so let me zoom on this. I'm just gonna do this real quick. All right, so next. Dude, I told you my friends, this is like he works in LA designing cars for.
I also love that we're doing this live.
Oh yeah. All right, so basically what he told us, this is the position. These are what he found. So everything, he's basically review the strategy for what the NBA show needs,
these are the ones that he found he called basketball minimalism. They're more heavy focus on iconography and unnatural destination of basketball, multiple muted and simple color palettes, and the opportunity related basketball to other aspects of his show, experimental with simplified vector styles, isolated and emphasize on identifier. Then we have over here, we said these suck. I don't like these. They're too loud. So that's like what and he said this just looks like really bad lawyer billboards and
too corporate.
Yeah, that's what he agreed. He says he likes the ugly, but he likes the only thing he likes from this is the fonts, nothing else. Okay. He likes this. This is called photography. He wants to do a mix of iconography and photographic mixed media for our logo. So what he's thinking is a mixture of photography, basketball related photography, and iconography. So
it's interesting. I like the one on the left.
So did I. The one on the left, yeah. So for him, he's also like, what about the banner? And he said he's like, what he thinks the best banners are, they're separate from your logo. He says this is boring. This is what he wants to make.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
He's like where you have something completely different, but it still incorporates your logo.
It's on theme, but it's different.
So as you see right here, basketball minimalism and photographic mixed media, more sophisticated minimalistic graphics, less reliant on large titles and sports imagery. Banners have a matching theme, but different content. And this is what the big timers do.
I like that ESPN one.
So this is what he has. He made a whole little mixed media thing where, okay, look at the spaces.
Top left.
This is where he wants to make us. He's like, he's like, nobody else is making shit like this. Nobody else. We should make a logo in the spaces that have the most white because that will make you stand out the most. He's like, you don't want to go in the middle.
Yeah, those all blend. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? This is really, dude, this kid, we're paying.
Very cool.
So guess what he does next? These are the three spaces he believes have the highest potential of area for us to make a design. Okay. Bottom right, bottom left, and top left. I said what I'm feeling is top left, which I 100%. Think would be best. So these are the recommended paths he gave us. The far left, the Daily Ding, one of my favorite NBA podcasts, intriguing imagery, good artistic mix of realism and iconography, no overbearing title, larger competitive gap. Then the middle one, simple, readable title, good artistic composition, mix of simplest text and realism, medium competitive gap. And the far one, slightly busier title, good mix. But that was it.
I try and stay away anything Sports Illustrated does. I like I'd rank it left 1, right 2.
That's what I said. All right, we're gonna wrap this show up. If you did enjoy it, we'll have new logos coming out in the next month or two, rebrand, and we'll look professional once we hit 1,000. But be a friend and tell a friend. We'll be back tomorrow. Well, Jackson will be at the very least.
Yeah,
I'll be back with you Fox Thursday.
So, you won't want to miss it. We got no corporate watching, no upper M, and might have to censor or delete it after.
All right, buddy.
Man. Yeah,
take
go
care.
Get that W for me.
I will. I'll go fucking pelt some bitches in the face with some dodgeballs.
Word. Peace.
Yeah. Peace. Greek League.